Better than a like is put a heart. Express yourself fully. Facebook has given us a nice opportunity to express ourselves with various emotions. So you can put a care, a heart, whatever you're feeling. And only positive emotions though, no negative vibes, no bad vibes here. And also put a comment. If you have a question, that's very good. We have questions at the end of the class, okay? And you can highlight your comment with your question with the word question in all capitals. That makes it easier for us to reach it at the end. Just going to try to turn this down. Hare Krishna, TikTok. Hare Krishna, Gerard, nice to see you're still watching. Very good. On TikTok. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janavalava Girivara Dhari. Jaya Gopi Janavalava Girivara Dhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivara Dhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yamunatira Vanachari, Yamunatira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yamunatira Vanachari, Yamunatira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yamunatira Vanachari, Yamunatira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yamunatira Vanachari, Yamunatira Vanachari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana, Yamunatira Vanachari, Yamunatira Vanachari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Om Mr. Bhat Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya, Asukara Satashi Srimad His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Mr. Bhat Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya, Asukara Satashi Srimad His Divine Grace, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananta Kuri Vaishnava Ki Jai, Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Prem Se Kosha Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai,
Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Mathura Dham ki jai, Navadi Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Yamuna Mai ki jai, Truth Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Samaveta Bhaktavan ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari 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 Bol, all glories to the Asambodhi Devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the Asambodhi Devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the Asambodhi Devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Paraya Krishna Stay Bhutri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidhinamana Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Chalina Nirvisheshwara Shunavadi Paschati. Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody. So you know the drill. Write Hare Krishna into the comment section with your lotus-like fingers, so I can say Hare Krishna back to you. This is how we greet each other here on this live stream. If you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Twist, Kick, whatever you're watching from, please type Hare Krishna. So the first Hare Krishna is by Rebecca, Doris, Peter Kirchner, and that's it. No? Bronwyn, Andrew, Manish Pangeni. Thank you for tagging everybody, especially the new devotees. It's good to tag them so they're reminded that they have joined the Krishna cult. You cannot escape the Krishna cult. Danny, John Garrett, Hare Krishna. Well, if John Garrett is here, that brings all auspiciousness. Shamdai Mataji. Shamdai is so nice. She doesn't even say Hare Krishna. She's tagging continuously. And nice people. Nice. Especially those who already watched the live stream before, so they're more likely to come and just, random people. But we tag everyone. We have no discrimination. In this Krishna consciousness movement, there is no discrimination. Everybody is tagged, without exception. Okay, Taiga, Hare Krishna. Devalila Devidasi, Hare Krishna, from China. Nice devotee from China, yes? Very nice. Hamsini, of course, Hamsini is taking appointments, so she's not here with us, but nothing can stop the Srimad Bhagavatam class if you're serious. Srinivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Srinivas Prabhu ji. Anybody on TikTok wants to say Hare Krishna? You want to be FBI agents, just observing from the distance, all shy? There is Frank is back. Hare Krishna, Frank is back. What a wonderful name you have. Frank is back home, back to Godhead. So, Twitch, there is no one is catching. You have to be a gambler. And Srimad Bhagavatam class is not even working on Rumble. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right, anybody else wants to say Hare Krishna? Gudrun Mataji, Shyama Gauri Devi Dasi Mataji, Hare Krishna. And Tony, of course, Tony. Beautiful stars. Stars and the suns, two suns. Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. Radha and Krishna. Okay, so, there's Guru Gerard, His Holiness Guru Gerard. Hare Krishna Gerard. He has been a moderator of our TikTok stream, so thank you so much for your nice seva. And please delete all the rascals. Block all the rascals immediately. Very nice. Srinivas is asking for YouTube link. So those of you who are watching on YouTube, please, if you could send a YouTube link into the comment section on Facebook. Michelle Williams, also another stalwart devotee who's watching every single day. All right. So today we... where are we now? Okay. We're going to cover a few shlokas, 3 shlokas, 40, 41, and 42. 3rd canto, 13th chapter, texts 40, 41, 42. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Damstragra Kotya Bhagavam Stvaya Drita.
Damstragra Kotya Bhagavam Stvaya Dhritya.
Virajate Bhudara Bhusa Bhudara.
Virajate Bhudhara Bhusu Bhudhara.
Yatavanana Vihasarato Data Data.
Yatavanan Nihasarato Dha Dhrita.
Yatavanana Nihasarato Da. Sorry, I did this?
No.
Yatavanana Nihasarato Data Data.
Yatavanan Nihasarato Dha Dhrita.
Matan Gajendrasya Sapatra Padmini.
Matan Gajendrasya Sapatre Padmini.
And Hare Krishna to Katie, and the link is not opening for Srinivas. I wonder why. Just go on YouTube, Expand the Bliss, type in Expand the Bliss, YouTube, and go to the lives. Easy. Yes?
Damstragra Kotya Bhagavam Stvaya Dhrita.
Damstragra Kotya Bhagavam Stvaya Drita.
Virajate Bhudhara Bhusa Bhudhara.
Virajate Bhudhara Bhusa Bhudhara.
Yatavanan Nihasarato Data Dhrita.
Yatavanana Nihasarato Data Data.
Matan Gajendrasya Sapatra Padmini.
Matan Gajendrasya Sapatra Padmini. Okay. Damstragra.
Damstragra.
The tips of the tusks.
The tips of the tusks.
Kotya.
Kotya.
By the edges.
By the edges.
Bhagavan.
Bhagavan.
O personality of Godhead.
O personality of Godhead.
Tvaya.
Tvaya.
By you.
By you.
Drita.
Dhrita.
Sustained.
Sustained.
Virajate.
Virajate.
Is so beautifully situated.
So beautifully situated.
Bhudhara.
Bhudhara.
O lifter of the earth.
O lifter of the earth.
Bhu.
Bhu.
The earth.
The earth.
Sabhudhara.
Sabhudhara.
With mountains.
With mountains.
Yata.
Yatam.
As much as.
As much as.
Vanat.
Vanat.
From the water.
From the water.
Nisarataha.
Nihisarataha.
Coming out.
Coming out.
Data.
Tata.
By the tusk.
By the tusk.
Drita.
Dhrita.
Captured.
Captured.
Matam Gajendrasya.
Matam Gajendrasya.
Infuriated elephant.
Infuriated elephant.
Sapatra.
Sapatra.
With leaves.
With leaves.
Padmini.
Padmini.
The lotus flower.
Lotus flower.
Translation. O lifter of the earth with its mountains, which you have lifted with your tusks, is situated as beautifully as a lotus flower with leaves sustained by an infuriated elephant just coming out of the water. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The fortune of the earth planet is praised because of its being specifically sustained by the Lord. Its beauty is appreciated compared to that of a lotus flower situated on the trunk of an elephant. As a lotus flower with leaves is very beautifully situated, so the world with its many beautiful mountains appeared on the tusks of the Lord Boar. Traimayam rupam idam cha saukaram.
Trimayam rupam idam cha saukaram.
Bhumandalinatha data datenate.
Bhumandalinatha tata dhritinate.
Chakasti sharnod Godha Ganena Bhuyasa
Chakasti Siringodha Ghanena Bhuyasam
Kula Chalendrasya Yataiva Vibramaha.
Kula Chalendrasya Yataiva Vibramaham.
Translation: O Lord, as the peaks of great mountains become beautiful when decorated with clouds, your transcendental body has become beautiful because of your lifting the earth on the edge of your tusks. Purport: the word Vibrama is significant. Vibrama means illusion as well as beauty. When a cloud rests on the peak of a great mountain, it appears to be sustained by the mountain. And at the same time, it looks very beautiful. Similarly, the Lord has no need to sustain the earth on his tusks. But when he does so, the world becomes beautiful. Just as the Lord becomes more beautiful because of his pure devotees on the earth. Although the Lord is the transcendental personification of the Vedic hymns, he has become more beautiful because of his appearance to sustain the earth. Samstapainam jagatam satashtusam
Samsthapayenam jagatam sathashthusha
Lokaya patnimasi mataram pita
Lokaya patnim asi mataram pita
Videma chasai namasa sahatvaya
Vidhema chasyai namasa sahatvaya
Yasyam svate jognim ivara navadaha.
Yasyam swate jagnim ivaranavadha.
O Lord, for the residential purposes of all inhabitants, both moving and non-moving, this earth is your wife. And you are the Supreme Father. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you, along with Mother Earth, in whom you have invested your own potency, just as an expert sacrificer puts fire in the arani wood. Purport: the so-called law of gravitation, which sustains the planets, is described herein as the potency of the Lord. This potency is invested by the Lord in the way that an expert sacrificial brahmana puts fire in the arani wood by the potency of Vedic mantras. By this arrangement, the world becomes habitable for both the moving and non-moving creatures. The conditioned souls who are residents of the material world are put into the womb of Mother Earth in the same way the seed of a child is put by the father in the womb of the mother. This conception of the Lord and the earth as father and mother is explained in Bhagavad Gita. Conditioned souls are devoted to the motherland in which they take birth, but they do not know their father. The mother is not independent in producing children. Similarly, material nature cannot produce living creatures unless in contact with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us to offer obeisances unto the mother along with the Father, the Supreme Lord, because it is the Father only who impregnates the mother with all energies for the sustenance and maintenance of all living beings, both moving and non-moving. Om Adhyan-nirinandasya Jnana-jana-shalakayam Chakshunan-miritam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, has opened my darkened eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my humble obeisances unto his lotus feet. Jai Shri Prabhupada. So the Lord became very beautiful while lifting the earth planet on the tusks. And the earth has become habitable because of the Lord's mercy. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you, Krishna, Lord Varaha, along with Mother Earth, in whom you have invested your own potency, just as an expert sacrificer puts fire in the arani wood. So often this question comes that why is God a man? Especially nowadays. There is some objection. Why not a woman? Why he cannot be a woman? Woman, man, what is this? So it is not that one is less than the other. Krishna is incomplete without his energy. The Maya bodies, they do not accept the energy of God. They think there is a Brahman, but the Brahman has no potency. Because as soon as they admit the potency, they think, oh, this is gonna jeopardize the concept of monism. Monism means absolute oneness. So they conclude like this. What is this? Ah, okay. So this is not so. God and its energy, they're together. Just like the sun and the sunshine. Sun without sunshine is incomplete. It cannot be. It's impossible. If there's a sun, there must be sunshine. But at the same time, Krishna is the father, the material energy is the mother. The father gives the seed, he impregnates the mother. So he is the source. The woman is not independent in begetting children. She needs the help of a father. If the father says, I will be brahmacharya, then the woman cannot do anything. Helpless, cannot have a child. So, Srila Prabhupada, he says that sometimes the wife is very anxious that, oh, let's have a baby. I want a baby. So she must wait patiently and she must serve the husband obediently. Then he agrees to impregnate the wife. This is of course an analogy, a different analogy, that we should not be very eager for spiritual ecstasy, but we should patiently execute the duties given to us by the spiritual master in obedience, and be very patient, not be very greedy, not chase after the spiritual ecstasy. That will come later. First, you must deserve it. You must purify. It is not like a material karma that we have to do some karmic work and then Krishna gives us the transcendental ecstasy, pleasure, bliss of serving. But by serving, the impurities will be removed, and then the natural ecstasy of Krishna consciousness comes out from the heart, from the soul. So the arrangement of God and nature is like that also. That the material energy cannot produce a living entity unless the Father, the Lord, gives the seed. You know very well, we have discussed this point many times, that at the time of complete devastation of this material world, those living entities who could not attain perfection in Krishna consciousness, they are merged into the body of Mahavishnu, where they stay for billions of years. And then when the next creation takes place, they're injected into the Mahatattva, into the material energy, through the transcendental eyes of Vishnu. Vishnu impregnates all the living entities from the previous creation into the womb of the material energy. Bhutva bhutva praliyate. This is going on perpetually. So we must know what is what.
Oh, you put the battery on, yeah?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, sure. Very nice setup. Yeah, you're on mic.
Yes, so similarly, if we worship the energy as God, just like nowadays, people are very much concerned about climate change and the environment, save Mother Earth, there's too much plastic, there's this, there's that. So that will not be very satisfactory if we put all the emphasis on the mother. That is not good. We can take care of the mother. It is not that we're against, that we disrespect the material nature or we create some kind of a disturbance. But we should put the emphasis on the Father. Krishna is the Supreme Father. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the seed-giving Father. So He should be worshipped. And first of all, why there is environmental crisis, why there's climate change, or whatever you want to call it. Why that is going on? Because too much greed. People are polluting, they're negligent, they don't care. Because too much greed, too much passion, too much ignorance. And why this is so? Because they do not have the process to purify lust, greed, negligence, all these. They don't have the process. Nobody is teaching them the process, how to purify these bad qualities. They think, oh, it is there, what can be done? Everybody is thinking like that. YOLO, I only live once, so I pollute as much as possible the world. Then I die, then there's no more birth. That's okay. This philosophy is the most destructive. The YOLO philosophy, although it seems innocent, you only live once, enjoy as much as you can. Charvaka Muni, that was a famous atheist. Charvaka. So his philosophy was beg, borrow, steal, somehow or other get ghee and enjoy. Because after death, it's all finished. You're all finished. So you better enjoy with nice ghee, make nice ghee preparation, and then eat very nicely. Never mind how you're going to repay. Never mind that you stole. After death, everything is finished. This is why people, they commit crimes, because they're not educated about the law of karma. Maitreya Rishi Prabhu was telling me that when he was in India, he saw that the crime was not so much. Maybe stealing, but not even stealing.
No, stealing is
Cheating.
cheating. Yeah.
Cheating must be there. Something must be there.
Gentleman stealing.
We live in the material world, so something must be there. But not this, what do they call it? Knife crime, butchering with machetes, like here in London. This is unheard of. People are like animals. Because in India, people know, if I do bad things, I will get karma for that. They're intelligent. Why should I cause my own suffering? This whole principle of police and jail and punishment and sentencing, this is a small sample of what is going on universally with the law of karma. We humans, we imitate the laws of God. So we made our own laws and we also punish people. Now, that is actually good. This whole system of law and order is very good. Actually, it is not manufactured. It is there in Manu Samhita. The law of legality and everything. That is there. It is stated that if a murderer is arrested and he's given capital punishment, then he does not have to suffer the reaction for his heinous crime by karma. See, if he is left unpunished, then in the future life he must be killed. So to save him the trouble, he is being punished like this. And the king, they get no karma for this because this is righteous. This is stated in the Shastra that the murderer should be executed. So he is not punished. And that person, even to the point that he can achieve heavenly planets, he is purified from that murder sin by this capital punishment, that he can even achieve heavenly planets. So the capital punishment is very, very nice. People don't understand. They think, oh, it is cruelty. Because they want to see everything from their point of view. They see from their temporary point of view. See, the prisoner, the murderer, he might have rectified. Sometimes they don't even rectify. But sometimes they do. But simply because you rectify doesn't mean that you don't have to suffer the reaction for the murder. And the reaction is tit for tat. So if you murdered and you put in jail, and even if you rectify, and even if you're released and you live like an obedient citizen, and as you come to Krishna consciousness, in your next life you will get the karma back. You cannot outdo bad behavior by good behavior. It doesn't work like that. It is recorded. Krishna has recorded whatever activity you do, you must very carefully consider. Because there is no way back from the law of karma. It is like that. Unless you come to this Krishna consciousness, then Krishna is giving promise. Am tam sarva papebhyo. I will deliver you from all sinful reactions. So, because people are not taught how to purify their greed and lust, this is through the process of Krishna consciousness. By hearing about Krishna, by hearing about His wonderful activities and pastimes, and by serving Him in devotion, all these anarthas, all these unnecessary qualities, they'll be purified. So, because they're not purified, people act like animals, and then there's pollution of the earth. So now if you ask me, why don't you fight for the environment? Yes, we do that, but we do a little bit more than that. We're trying to remove the very seed of the problem, the seed of sinful desires. Now we're reading an Nectar of Devotion. Only by Krishna consciousness, this seed can be removed. You cannot remove by some external activities. They're trying to clean up the oceans. They're trying to stop the, CO2 pollution. But then Donald Trump, he says, oh, we're going to drill, baby, drill. He said like that. Drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill. Oh, yeah. Forget this climate change nonsense, environment. We need industry. Let's go for it. So you have one type of... This is the material world. The world of dualities. There's always disunity. There's always polarity. There is always relativity. What is good for me might not be good for you. See, someone is employed as a butcher. So that's his job, and he maintains his family with this job, horrible job, awful job. But that's what he does. So for him, if we get into government and we shut down all the slaughterhouses, for him that is the greatest pain. His little children will cry, "Oh, daddy, daddy, we have nothing to eat." The wife is crying also, "Oh, you lost your job. What will we do?" Maybe he ends up on the street as a homeless person. Then he comes to beg from you, "Please give me donation." And then we see, "Oh, such a poor person, I must give donation." But he is a butcher. He is killing the cows like anything. Rascal number one. So we don't see that. We see very externally. That is why we have to study the Shastra. So we get the full idea. And not be diverted by sentiments, foolish sentiments. So always remember the father. Father is important. Mother, if the father is satisfied, mother is automatically satisfied. There we can see. Those who are devotees, at least they don't eat meat. This meat industry is so horrible. It pollutes so much water, so much air. They artificially breed all these animals, kill them. It is horrible. They must make pasturing grounds for the animals, so they cut out all the trees in Amazon forest. All the trees are cut out. This Amazon forest is sometimes called the lungs of the earth. But they're cutting like crazy. No consideration. McDonald's wants some burgers. Murder King also wants. Subway, they also want. Wendy's, or I don't know. All these companies, Nestle, everyone. Meat, meat, meat. Meat, meat, meat. Come on, come on, come on. Give me my meat. So that pollutes so much environment. These trees, they were supposed to take the carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Dioxide. See, Krishna arranged so nicely that you pollute with your carbon. And he created a tree, and the tree for him, it is the greatest delicacy. He's breathing that carbon. Ah, thank you. And it's nourishing him, the tree. Imagine. This is Krishna's environmental policy. Very topmost intelligence. Just consider how intelligent Krishna is. But these rascals, they cut out all these trees. So then you end up breathing the carbon dioxide yourself, and that is not good for you. So we must stop. The Krishna consciousness movement is solving all the problems. Family problems, environmental problems, society problems, nationalism problems, cultural problems, depression problems, all of them. If you could do that, if you could solve all the problems with one solution, why wouldn't you want to do it? But they are rascals. They say, you should take more care of the environment. You just chanting. You just reading some books. Do something practical. They don't understand. This is the most practical. So that is why we should always emphasize the father. It is not that we are biased, that only, like they say, what is that? Male
male privilege?
No. Matrimony, patriarchy. They say that, this is a patriarchy. We have made a patriarchy, the women are always oppressed. And then they challenge, why God is a man? What is this nonsense? God is a woman, or God is both man and woman. Actually, that is also true. When Lord Chaitanya comes, he is combinedly man and woman. But now the man and woman like you, with lusty desires, that is transcendental. You cannot conceive of this. Okay, so Lord Bor is glorified in this way. O Lords, for the residential purposes of all inhabitants, both moving and unmoving, This earth is your wife, and you are the Supreme Father. We offer our respectful obeisances to you, along with Mother Earth, in whom you have invested your own potency, just as an expert sacrificer puts fire in the arani wood. Any questions? I see here a nice question from Big Bertha. Big Bertha. How are you, Big Bertha? Big Bertha is asking, if everything is divinely orchestrated, to what extent does free will exist on this plane? This is a very nice question, philosophical question, intelligent question. So, yes, everything is divinely orchestrated, but at the same time there's an element of free will. So you can compare it to a computer game or video game. If you ever played video games, then you can relate to that. The game is programmed in a certain way. You cannot change the rules of the game, the graphics. It's all set. But as a player, you can either go left or right, you can jump, you can do this, right? That's the fun of the game. Then you have some options. So the Lord, He has orchestrated this material world, He has created it very nicely with stringent laws. But at the same time, you have your freedom, and that is also part of His setup. He took that into consideration, and He gave you different options. If you want to get out of this material world, then the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, this culture of Bhagavatam is here, so you can be liberated. And if you want to go deeper into illusion, then also God supplies that. The temptations, the distractions, that is also there. So it's up to you. In one sense, this whole material world is created for you only. If you want to go to Krishna, you go. If you don't want, then this material world is here for you. You can enjoy. But there are some consequences. Living without God, you cannot be happy, because God is the reservoir, He's the principle of pleasure. So we want to deny that principle of pleasure. So God puts us in illusion. So we have at least illusion of pleasure. But that is not satisfaction. That is not our true being. Our true being is with God, with Krishna. Just like when you water the root of a tree, automatically all the branches and leaves are nourished. That is how the tree is watered. That is how you supply nourishment to the leaves and branches, by watering the root. Similarly, if you want to be happy, you must serve God. And because you're part and parcel of God, that service, whatever you render, that also comes back to you. Yes?
There are questions on Facebook.
Yes?
Should we pay debt?
Who's asking this?
I can't see. I can just see that someone replied to it. The comment came from before.
Yes, you must pay debt, otherwise you'll be karmically implicated. Only if you full-heartedly surrender to Krishna, then you are not indebted to anyone. Are you ready to do that? Big Bertha, Hare Krishna. Can growing out your hair increase your sense of intuition? Not necessarily.
Question from Craig.
Yes?
Does Mother Nature manifest as a human being in the same way that the Supreme
Yes.
Personality? Yeah.
Yes. Before Krishna came here, Mother Bhumi came in the shape of a cow to ask Lord Brahma for help for the appearance of the Lord. So yes, she also has a personality. She's called Bhumi, the goddess of earth. Bhumi Devi.
question from Shamdai. She says, does anger and jealousy exist in the spiritual world?
Yes, but it's a different quality. Prabhupada explains that in the spiritual world, when one gopi is jealous of another gopi, is because that other gopi, she rendered more service to Krishna. So it is non-selfish envy. Here in this world, we all want to be Krishna. We want to enjoy. So we become envious if someone is enjoying more than us. That is the difference between spiritual envy and material envy. And that spiritual envy actually inspires devotees to render better service. Oh, he has done this service. Oh, I'm going to serve Krishna better. So it is not destructive, this spiritual envy. Quite the opposite. Big Bertha, I've heard hair is like antennas, an extension of your central nervous system. We don't have such information, but thank you for sharing. We have here antenna on the back. It's called Chika. All the devotees, they have antenna. So just in case it's true, we are covered. Don't worry.
Okay. Peter has a question. Is it not on another platform in material world that child cannot be produced without woman? Okay, hold on. Do you understand?
I have a question. Is it okay?
No. Do you understand this question?
No.
Is it not on the another platform in material world that child cannot be produced without woman? I can't understand. Sorry, Peter. Maybe you can clarify your question a bit. I have a quick question, just in relation to this very topic, though.
William says some people are far more envious of other spiritual gifts than material, although they hide it. Yeah, that is not spiritual envy. That is also material envy that poses as spiritual life or spiritual something. Prabhupada says he very nicely distinguishes if some devotee is rendering better service to Krishna, or someone is more spiritually elevated, and you try to crush him, or you try to push him down, that is material envy. But if you become inspired by his example, if you become jealous, oh, he is so elevated, I am so low, let me also become elevated, that is good. That is good envy. Yes?
I'm just going to do the questions on the live stream because there's some.
Yeah?
Alexandra,
yes.
She's clarifying, in debt to the bank or people who cheat you by making pay debt and should be paid taxes, even unfairly implicated taxes, like in Canada, people pay 40% tax on wages.
Well, that changed.
We have 50% in the UK.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, what can you do? If you don't pay taxes, you go to jail. So that is not very good. Support Krishna consciousness movement. Everybody is complaining, but when we ask donation or support, it's like, oh, I have no time. I have no money. And this is the cause. Then you have rascals taking care of the government and then taking all the taxes. That's the direct consequence of neglecting this Krishna consciousness movement. So in one sense it's good that people are being punished by the government and so on because they don't care for the Krishna consciousness movement. It's not a priority. Make it your priority. Everyone should make it his priority. Spread this Krishna consciousness movement. Support the temples. Support the devotees. Support book distribution. There's Harinam Sankirtan. Take part. Don't be aloof. Glory belongs to Jesus, Mario says. Yes, very nice. All glories to Lord Jesus. Yes, next.
Okay, Peter is clarifying. The mother, in today's shloka, it's mentioned that the mother is not independent in producing children. But it would be the same for men in... I was actually going to ask the same question. It would be the same for men in material world, in contrary, in spiritual world, where Lord Krishna is having both propensities at the same time. Like, women and men, women and men are both dependent on each other, because a man also can't produce a child without having a woman.
No, he can. That you don't know. In the Bhagavatam, there is this rishi from the semen. He begot a child. There was no mother. Look at Lord Brahma.
I don't remember that rishi.
Yeah.
Which canto is that in?
No, it's shutting down TikTok. You have not charged. Anyway, Lord Brahma is there. Example. Lord Brahma doesn't have a mother.
But Lord Brahma is quite different, because he doesn't. It's not talking about like he's like produces them from his mind and so on. It's like not the normal.
Where is the soul? In the father or the mother? It's in the father.
Mm-hmm.
Mother is simply giving the environment.
Okay.
See, now they want to make this artificial womb. You have heard of this? Artificial womb?
No.
Mechanical womb, yeah. They want to produce. So the women, they don't have to go through the pain of labor. But you need the sperm.
Right.
Without the sperm, you get nothing. The father is always self-sufficient.
But he can't produce a child with it. Like if a woman could also attain like Brahma's siddhi, you know, of being able to produce from like the mind, because then it's not a question of biology. Really.
No, I don't know. Krishna must send the soul into your body.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot touch soul with some material machine.
I understand the soul.
That's why they cannot make life out of matter. Because Krishna is not going to be your servant. You know, oh, okay, I'm going to put soul here. He puts souls according to the karmic reaction, according to the karma, not according to your desire, where I'm going to put the soul. Sometimes, you know, the man and woman, they want to beget a child, they cannot. Why? Krishna doesn't supply.
Mm-hmm. Right. Craig said that yesterday you said that Krishna is a cowherd boy who milks cows and plays flute, and people can't understand that he is God because he doesn't seem to fit into worldly opulences. But isn't the Supreme Lord the most opulent, regardless of whether he is in a temporary world or the material world?
The Supreme Abode?
Lord.
Yeah.
If he is the seed-giving Father, why doesn't everyone see that and worship the Lord and serve his devotees?
So those are two questions.
Two questions, yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, yes, Krishna does not depend on anything. His opulence is there. This is also one of his opulences, that he's so simple. He's also opulent. He has all the worlds. He is the possessor of all the worlds. In Vaikuntha planets, there's a division in the spiritual world. He's milking the cows on Goloka Vrindavan, that is the highest planet. But there are other planets, Vaikunthas, where Krishna is enjoying in royal palaces with lots of opulence. So both are there. Opulences, simplicity, rasa. See, in the spiritual world, in Goloka Vrindavan, why there's milking of the cows and very simple life? Because there's the exchange of rasa. Just like, for example, why people take drugs. From the external point of view, they look very dirty and neglected and disrespectful, and right? But internally, these people, they experience so much high from the drug. It's so nice. It's not nice, don't take drugs, but you know, the state of consciousness they have, we cannot understand. That's why they become addicted to the drugs, because they experience like this tremendous ecstasy and insight and whatever. So it's the same principle in the spiritual world. In Goloka Vrindavan, it's all about the feeling. It's not about the opulence. If you say, why is he milking the cows? It's milking the cows because that's the greatest rasa for Krishna, to exchange rasa, simple exchanges of love with his devotees. Coward boys, the gopis, like that. But in Vaikuntha, they have opulences. So, these highly elevated rasas in Goloka Vrindavan, that is not, we don't emphasize it. to the general public. That is confidential knowledge. Let them first of all understand that Krishna is the supreme proprietor. Whatever they own belongs to Krishna. So it should be used in Krishna's service. That should be understood first. And the next question is, if it's so clear, why nobody worships Krishna? Because you live in jail. This is a place where all rascals are coming. This is not, the material world is not all in all. This is simply an insignificant portion of the Lord's creation. This is where the rascals come who don't want to serve Krishna. So if you go to jail and you're asking, well, why don't they follow the law? Because they're prisoners. That's the duty of a prisoner, to be a rascal. So it is like that. Most of the living beings, if you take the total population, there's an unlimited number of souls. They're devotees. You see in a very limited way, you think that this is all in all, this material world. This is not. This is minority. Okay?
Next question. Can you please elaborate on how free will interact with the modes of nature? Like, do we have free choice to select the particular objects of sense gratification?
Yes.
To what degree, like, if I want to, like, enjoy in a certain, I can decide, like, I don't...
Go and offer, Prabhu. Yes, the modes, the free will is always there. But the options are given by Krishna. So that's how you become controlled. You can drink whatever you like, but if you only have two options, either Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola, then yes, you have a free will to choose one of them, but in another sense, you don't have any free will, because the choices are given. So long you are under the influence of the modes of material nature, you have no free will. You either controlled by goodness, by passion, or ignorance. But you are controlled. Even in the mode of goodness, Krishna says one becomes conditioned by the sense of happiness. He becomes attached to happiness. So that is also a bondage. Only when you come out of the influence, then your free will begins. Then you can serve Krishna in whichever way you want. Either as a gopi or coward boy, or servant, or parent. That is up to you. Next.
Alexandra asked. Well, she didn't actually ask something here, but maybe it'd be good to clarify, because she said that it makes so much sense. The sperm is alive, but the egg is not, like a chicken's egg. It is not alive without fertilization.
Yeah.
But But Prabhupada says something that it's still.
No, it has a potential.
That's why we can't take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like taking a house. You're just about to move into the house, and I break the house. That's sinful.
Right. Same kind of idea. Okay, Alex, she also asked, but it's unrelated. She said, where does the jiva fall from?
From the spiritual world. Prabhupada says when he wants to rival the Lord, that is his free will. The jiva always have free will. It's not that we're robots in the spiritual world. I love you, Krishna, I must love you. No, love is based on freedom. If I say, you love this man, otherwise I'll kill you. What kind of love is that? You cannot. Love is always based on freedom. There must be a free will, free choice. So the jiva always has this free choice to disobey Krishna. It is not material. Someone might challenge, how can there be envy or such a bad quality in the spiritual world? But I just clarify, there is envy. But one envy is for the service and one envy is for selfishness. So if it's for selfishness, then you become bound and you fall down. If the jiva does not have that propensity to fall down, if it's not chuta means fallible, then there is no difference between jiva and Krishna. And that is called Mayavad philosophy. To equalize the jiva with the Lord, that is impersonalism. So we should not follow this nonsense philosophy. The jiva cannot fall down. Otherwise, why are you here? You came from where? Why Krishna put you here? And the devotees who enjoy with Krishna in the spiritual world, there is no birth, death, old age, and then you have to suffer. So Krishna, then he's a rascal. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Next. That's it?
That's all.
Okay, thank you so much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi.
Namo Shivaya, Krishna Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam, Namaste Saraswati, Guru Bali Paracharya, Nirvishesha, Navari Pachadarish.